Welcome to Empowered Voices, real stories, real courage. I'm Nancy Boss. These archival videos are part of the Empowered Voices project, recorded during my international interview series, exploring confidence and the power of authentic expression. Each story offers a glimpse into how people from around the world find strength in their voices. Litza is a Panamanian woman who now lives in Texas and helps people. Well, Litza did a whole lot of healing before she was able to help others. Her inspiring story shows how she went from anger to graciousness in empowering other people.
Well, growing up in Panama with my father, who was extremely strict, and he had his machista side, right? He'll give us mixed stories. He'll tell us women need to be independent, and you need to make sure and go for yours and get your education. You don't have to depend on a man. But then on the other side of things, he said, men are the king of the household. We run things. You need to make sure and stay thin so that you could get a husband. So it was mixed stories he was telling us, right? So it was, and I was the rebel of between me and my siblings, right? I'm the middle child.
That's it.
And I'm a true middle child, right? So my brother followed the rules, did everything. And then my sister was the youngest. So me as the middle child was always pushing against the grain, right? So he'll even call me lawyer growing up because I was always defending everybody else. And a lot of times, the only reason I didn't stick up for other people was because I was scared of what will happen. What would be the repercussions if I say something, my mom can get hurt, or if I say something, my brother can get hurt. So that kept me close lip in certain instances, right? But then once I got older, and especially around like 16, 17, that's when I started pushing back.
And I was so empowered as a kid.
Well, I just felt it was not right. And I didn't understand at that time why my mom stayed. I didn't understand why, my siblings were not speaking up.
Yep.
Right. And even an instance when I told you that I wanted to work in art.
Right.
Right. And my dad was like, no, you shouldn't work in art. There's no money in that. Right. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm also interested in psychology. Maybe I could do that, get a career in that. Right. And do the art on the side. And my dad was like, no, cause he was a sociology major. And he was like, no, there's no money in that either. And I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm moving and I'm going to study what I want to study and I'm going to do what I want to do.
Wow.
And so I packed up my stuff and moved to the U.S. by myself.
Wow. After
After graduating high school at 17 years old. And I moved to Texas and I'm still there now. But, having all those restrictions.
Yeah.
With my parents, because my mom, out of fear for my dad, didn't allow me to do a lot of things, right? And then my dad, out of his own fears and his own traumas, kept me back from doing a lot of stuff, So I was like, no, I gotta spread my wings. I gotta leave. And so that catapulted me to move to the States. I didn't want to leave Panama. All my friends were there and a lot of my family was there, but it was a choice I had to make to move forward.
Did you have somebody in your life who was empowering you, who was on your side?
The person that definitely influenced me to be myself was my grandmother.
Whoa.
She was a free spirit. Once my grandfather passed, she traveled the world. She just enjoyed life.
Yeah.
And she was always telling me, Litza, have fun, get your education, yes, but have fun, enjoy life, experience the world. Do not get caught up in relationships or anything like that. Just do you.
Wow, what great advice.
Yeah. Yeah. And she loved music and she loved dancing. And anytime my parents used to get on my nerves, I'll go to my grandma's. When I moved up here, she would come and visit me and spend time with me because we were really connected.
Yeah, she didn't give up on you.
No, she didn't.
Was there a moment that you were like, it's time for me to go? I can't do this anymore.
There was multiple times, but I think also having that fear of, what's going to happen to the people I leave?
Right.
Right? Because I was definitely worried about my mother. But I was like, after a while, I had a realization that she's making the choice.
Yes.
To stay for different reasons, right? And I didn't understand that then, of course. At 17-year-old, I was like, what's wrong with you, Mom? Right? I understand now, but at that time I didn't. And I was like, I don't want to be like my mom.
Yep.
That was my idea at that time.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm so like my mom. But yeah, I now see the strength in her, right?
Right.
But at that time I didn't.
Right.
I didn't. And that kind of pushed me, all the things I saw in Panama and went through kind of pushed me to get into the mental health field, because I wanted to help other kids like me to just to help them heal from trauma. I saw a lot of, trauma at home, a lot of trauma in the streets, right? So I saw a lot growing up in Panama, and it was not like it was such a terrible place. It's just things happen. You see it. Just seeing all of that made me want to help heal people. And, one of my teachers in high school, she was our health teacher, but she started almost like a process group for teens. And I was like, I want to do this. I saw how big the change was in us talking about our issues as peers. And then I started recognizing that everybody came to me.
Yeah.
To talk to, right? Anytime they had a problem, anytime they needed, advice, they'll come to me. Yeah. And I was the listening ear, right? I was a great listener. So that's why I started studying it. And now here I am as a licensed professional counselor, and I'm a supervisor also for people coming into the field. I have my private practice where I see adults, and then I have a contract with the school district where I'm a crisis therapist for the school district.
Crisis therapist.
Yeah.
You come into the trauma.
Yes, I walk in straight forward to the trauma.
Reshape the result.
Yes. So I see the kids that are suicidal. They're having problems with their family that's not accepting them,
right,
because of their gender, because of their race, whatever it is, right? The kids that are anxious or just don't fit in. I'm that person they see. I'm that first person.
That's such a gift.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would love to hear what advice you have for people about empowering their voice or being themselves authentically with their own voice.
When you're your authentic self, it frees you up. It gives you the energy and the capacity to help others. And to actually, I always tell people we should be pouring from our overflow. And so when we're being our authentic selves, we're filling up our cups, and then the overflow we can give to others. Right?
Because if you're inauthentic and you just give, then you run out.
You run out. And you're not feeding yourself. You have to pour into yourself first to give to others. And I think we forget about taking care of ourselves, right? And so in my practice, I push being your authentic self and being okay with that and loving whoever you love, being however you want to be. And that empowers you to then give to others.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I'm able to do the work I do.
Right.
If I wasn't being my authentic self, and sharing my story and being who I am, I will not be able to connect with my clients, and I will not be able to help them heal.
Okay, I want some professional advice from you.
Tell me.
People come to me with their childhood trauma stories.
Yes.
And just yesterday, a person that I've known for 20 years decided yesterday on the phone was the day that he was going to tell me about how his dad used to beat him with a belt, put his head through a wall, all this stuff.
Yeah.
20 minutes that talk to me about the trauma that he went through.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that. I'm not trained. And so I did kind of after it was over, like, it was right.
Yeah.
There, right?
Yeah.
How do you, I kind of did that Qigong thing. I made like this energy ball and dispersed it. This kind of worked, but how do you do that? How do you not let that garbage attach to you?
Well, the years of me doing this, I learned how to take care of myself. So I do a lot of self-care. I take breaks. I set boundaries.
Right.
Right. With my friends, they know I'm the therapist. I'm the person they always come to talk to. And I tell them, hey, I'm not at capacity today to hear your story. right? I would love to hear it another time.
Yeah.
And they understand that and they respect that because I already set that boundary with them. And they do it with me. I allow the same way I tell them that, I allow them to say that to me also, right? Because they're my friends. I'm like, oh my God, I had a crazy day. Word vomit, right? Yeah. And then they're like, hey, today is not the time, right?
Right. Okay.
But I just make sure in my way of expressing myself and getting some of that stuff out is through art. Cause that's my first passion.
Got it.
So I have an art journal and daily I take like 5-10 minutes and whatever comes out is not supposed to be pretty. It's not about it being pretty or artistic to hang on my wall. It's for me just to get whatever I was feeling in that day or whatever I got from my clients out. And then I journal a little bit about what I just drew.
And then it's released.
And then it's released. I release it.
Thank you.
You know what? I don't know why the song is stuck in my head right now. So I'm just going to go with it. It smells like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Oh, I'm throwing you off.
You got it.
You were clear up there, right?
Woohoo! That was great.
These stories remind us that courage sounds different for everyone. Join me for more voices from around the world that rise, connect, and resonate with strength and authenticity.